Yo, 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 what going on everybody? It's your boy TBL. We're back again with another video. If you're just tuning in, welcome to Team TBL. This is where we make great, awesome content. Try and teach you to be the best man that you could be. Handle these relationships, handle life, handle all the challenges out there. And in today's video, I want to talk about one of the most common obstacles that men face when it comes to dealing with women. And that's the fear of rejection. And I know every guy been there. I don't care if you is Leonardo DiCaprio, Jeff Bezos, Denzel Washington. Every man at some point in their life has had to deal with that fear of rejection. You see a woman you want to talk to, and then suddenly all of a sudden your chest tighten up, you get nervous, your palms start sweating, your mouth get dry. You want to walk, but it's like your body can't move, you can't get a first foot in front of the next. Your mind start running crazy, your thoughts start racing, your heart beating out your chest. And a lot of the times you just freeze up. You start thinking to yourself, whether consciously or subconsciously, what if she rejects me? And if you're watching this video and you're thinking that you're the only one that feels this, trust me, you are not alone. Every man, and like I say, every man feels this fear at some point. It's natural and it's normal. And let me tell you something, it's actually biologically wired in us. Some researchers believe, right, that the fear of rejection is actually an evolutionary trait. So way back in the day, when the society was a lot less technologically advanced, and it was all in caves and tents, and it was more of like a community, village-based type civilization. If you was to go up to a girl, and you was to talk to her, and she was to reject you, and it's 15, 20 people in our village, and you get rejected, rumors spread, the whole village now know that you get rejected. You pretty much putting yourself in a position now where you potentially ruining your chances of getting another mate. So now you might end up dying without offspring, without kids. That rejection kill your whole opportunity and chances with all other girls in the village. As an evolutionary mechanism, we've developed that fear of rejection to kind of subconsciously prevent us from the consequences of potentially getting rejected by the girl. Even though the playing field has changed, we still have that wiring in us. I don't know if I explain that perfectly, but you get the gist of what it is I'm trying to say. But even though this might be the case, here's what you need to understand. Rejection is not something to avoid. Even though your body trying to prevent you from those consequences, that doesn't mean that you should avoid them. At the end of the day, we're not in villages anymore. There's millions and billions of people on this planet. You get rejected by one person, it does not ruin your chances with the entire village anymore. You still have a wide array of options out here in the world available to you. So that's actually one of the first things that you need to understand. If you can understand this fact, then you can understand that feeling that you're feeling, even though it's wired into your biology, it is not necessarily as important as it once was way back in the day. As a matter of fact, I'll take it a step further. I would even go as far as to say rejection is necessary for you to grow and become the best man that you could be. Getting rejected is really one of the most effective ways to build your confidence, get over your fear, get out your head, and stop letting that fear control your life. Most men spend their whole lives avoiding rejection. They avoid it like it's the worst thing that could happen to you. But let me keep it real with you. Rejection is one of the most effective ways to build your confidence. It will sharpen your game. And it will also help you figure out and learn who's really for you. At the end of the day, if you scared of hearing no, you're going to miss a whole bunch of opportunities. And not just in dating, in life. In this video, I'm going to break down how you can flip rejection into an actual advantage. Learn from it and grow from it and use it to become better. You want to go in there with a mindset that like, yo, you believe in yourself, you're confident. You almost want to go in there with a mindset that every girl wants you. Even though you know every girl don't want you, you come in from a better position if you go in there with that mindset. But you also want to think of it like you ain't trying to win every interaction, because when you're trying to win, it's almost like you're trying to earn something. And when you go in there with that mindset, you pedestalizing the girl. Other people might tell you to go in there with a mindset like you're going to try and win this girl every time. Nah, you want to go in there as if you're in the gym working out. You just building reps. Go laying down one session. The goal is the physique you're aiming for. Just like we're talking to women, that's a rep. Every girl you talk to, every interaction you have, that's a rep. You in there just, you calling, you getting your biceps up, you benching, you pushing, you just putting in your reps. Those reps now, when you eventually build strength, you're going to build conditioning, and eventually over time, you're going to get to the goal. If you go in there with a mindset like you're just going to build reps, you're going to be a lot more relaxed. You ain't gonna be so outcome oriented, because when you go in there thinking that if you don't win this girl over, you lose, you've already failed, because you're focused on the outcome more than actually enjoying the process. Again, you going in there, you building reps, every interaction, you're removing a little bit more fear, you're getting a little bit more game, you're getting a little bit more charm, you're learning what not to do, you're learning what to do, you're learning what women respond to. Everything is a rep. You just go in there with a mindset like, yo, I working out this muscle. That's it. You're gonna be a lot more relaxed, you're gonna be a lot more calm. Like I said, man, it's almost like you want to go there and try to get rejected. You want to go there, experience rejection over and over and over again so that you can know deep down inside what it feels like. Ain't as serious. Listen, life goes on. You miss one bus, next 15 one coming. Once you start going through the reps, you start developing that mindset, you're going to be a lot more calm. You're going to be a lot more charismatic. You're going to go in there a lot less outcome oriented. You're not going to be so caught up into the individual girl and what she says to you, more so than just you going out there, having a good time, experiencing life, and doing what it is you feel like doing for you. That's the best outcome you want to get from all these different experiences and interactions you're going to have with these girls. Now, let's get into the second point. So you're going out there, you're talking, you're getting rejected. What you don't want to do is be like, you dumb, stupid cunt. What makes you think you're better than me? You're just a stupid this. Like, you don't want to get butthurt just because a girl reject you. You don't want to take her rejection personal. So the second point I'm going to talk about is how to handle rejection properly. How to handle rejection like a man. Like I said, you don't want to take it personal. You have to remember, and I told you this in previous videos, attraction is not logical. Attraction is not a choice. Oftentimes, we can't control who we are attracted to. We also can't control the reasons why we are attracted. Sometimes with these girls, man, it might be bad timing. It might be the vibe just ain't right. Her mood might be off. You don't know what's going on in this girl's life. You don't know if she's in a relationship, if she's in a breakup, if she's having a bad day. Sometimes it ain't even about you, dog. What you don't want to do is take it personal and internalize it. You never want to argue with these girls and try to prove to them why they shouldn't reject you. You don't want to call them names and lash out and argue. And you don't want to beg and try to convince them to accept you. All of those things that scream insecurity, and it'll definitely kill your frame. It'll kill your masculine frame. And you always want to have your masculine frame intact. A lot of guys will go out there, they'll shoot their shot, they'll ask a woman out, and then she'll tell them, hey, I ain't interested. Now, a weak response will be like, why you don't like me? What's wrong with me? All of those things make you look weak and insecure and needy. A strong response, the proper response, will be like, okay, cool. Listen, take it as a compliment. Enjoy the rest of your day. And you walk off and you keep it pushing with confidence. Walk away knowing that you just saved yourself a whole bunch of time and heartache, wasting time investing to a girl that's not interested in you. And oftentimes, when you handle rejection calmly, grounded, you actually stand out from the rest of the dudes that's out there. Sometimes, that calm, composed response might just spark curiosity in a girl. You'll be surprised. I've seen it happen enough times before. You might even flip her attraction by not being rattled. Like I said, attraction is not a choice. You'll be surprised. Some of these girls don't even know they're attracted to you until they see how you handle certain types of situations. The same way how some of these girls might not even be attracted to you until they see you with another girl. And then they get jealous. They won't be getting jealous if they weren't attracted to you. Jealousy is one of the dark, secretive signs of a woman being attracted to you. If she ain't attracted to you, she wouldn't be jealous of you or another girl. It's the same way how if you walk away with your head held high in confidence and you don't act like the rest of these weak dudes out there, she might be curious as to like, yo, what's different about this guy? Let me go find out more. The lesson you need to learn here, man, is you need to respect yourself enough to move on quickly. One thing we know is women respect men that respect themselves. So, if she ain't feeling you, don't degrade yourself and lower your value just to be a part of this girl world that don't even want you. Be polite, be respectful, you ain't gotta do too much, just keep it pushing, man. So, I already tell you why you need to get rejected on purpose. And I also tell you how to handle rejection, the proper way, like a man. My third point is how you could take this rejection now and turn it into growth and actually become better. Ultimately, rejection ain't some like full stop dead end like now you run into a wall. It's actually a pathway to important feedback if you're paying attention. With every rejection, you're supposed to use it as information, as data. You learn something here. Maybe my approach was off. Maybe my vibe was off. Maybe my energy was off. Sometimes it ain't what you're saying, but how you're saying it. Maybe your delivery was off. Maybe your delivery needs work. Maybe you learn about them. Maybe she wasn't available. You get to recognize the signs that girls are actually available and want to get talked to versus the ones that's not available and they have the walls up. That's a good example of this here. You might go up there and talk to a couple girls and you notice that most of your failures come when you're nervous and tense and you slouch. So instead of quitting and not trying anymore, you work on your tone, you work on your posture, you work on your vibe. You work on how your delivery is. And you'll notice with those small little micro tweaks, over time, those no's gonna start turning into yeses. Your success rate gonna go up. And over time, that rejection actually starts to become data, not damage. It's more information. It's like the more you learn, the more you earn. The more practice you put in, the more reps you put in, the better you're gonna get. It's just like playing a sport. You go there, you get on the court, you know what I mean? You shoot, you put in your hours, your jump shot gonna get better. It's just a matter of time. It's the same thing when you're approaching girls. You gotta put in your reps. You know what I mean? The more you do it, the better you're gonna get at it. But the big thing you need to take away from this entire video is, like I said in the beginning of the video, you gotta stop putting these women on a pedestal. If you treat these girls like celebrities, I guarantee you they're gonna treat you like fans. I know that's a saying as old as time. You gotta go in there with a mindset that they're just regular people, man. Them man, they sleep, shit, and breathe. So don't go in there with a mindset like there's some kind of special type of creature that have wings and rainbows coming out of their asshole. Them man, poop just like you, big dog. They probably want to meet you just as much as you want to meet them. They just haven't had the opportunity to. You better off going in there with that mindset than worrying about why she don't like me. I promise you that. I always remember, your mission, your purpose, and your goals should always come first. If you are genuinely, intentively focused on those things, you are automatically going to be in a more confident, accomplished frame. So when you're approaching these girls, you will always have that confidence in you already because you're already on your purpose. You're already accomplishing goals. This is just another thing that you're doing. Like I say, you're putting in your reps. And if you are on your purpose and you're already fulfilling your goals, rejection is sting a lot less when it comes from a place of a cup already full. So if your cup already full with your own accomplishments, your own purpose, you're in the gym, you're feeling good about yourself, you're looking good, you're taking care of yourself, you're smelling good, you're dressing good. When you're out there talking to these girls and them man rejecting you, you over here down there like, well, thanks for your time, have a good day. It's their loss. You keep it pushing on to the next one. The right girl gonna find her way into your life and onto your program. So in this video, I've covered why you need to go out there and talk to girls. Go get rejected. Get rejected on purpose. Get over it. It ain't as serious. I also talked about how to handle rejection properly. When you do get rejected, don't get butthurt, don't get crazy. Just keep your head up high, keep it pushing. And also, how to take that rejection and turn it into a formula for growth and success and to make you better. I always remember that the men who are winning in life are not the ones that avoid rejection. They're the ones who embrace it, learn from it, and keep it moving forward. So go out there, get rejected, get better. And remember, you don't need every woman to like you. You just need to become the man that these women don't want to lose. Focus on your purpose. Get your mind right, get your body right. Learn this game. Get over your fears. Do the things I'm teaching you in these videos. Learn the mindset. Develop the skills necessary to be successful out here in this dating market. Always remember, if you get a no, you are in the exact same position you were in if you didn't do it anyway. So you might as well do it. So I hope this video will help, man. If you or somebody you know is going through a situation and you need my help, tell them subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the like and share button. Thank you all for who have done so already. Appreciate the support. Follow me on all platforms. And until the next one, man, it's TBL to the world.
To the world. Yeah, hear me now. TBL. Them can't stop with. Can't hold me down. I'm not for them, I pray for lightning shock way. I feel see with lifeless, but the ground, so we bring